An adaptive reuse policy gives you the chance to convert functionally obsolete office buildings into some other productive use. And I saw in Los Angeles that it took them about 10 years to create, but once they created a working adaptive reuse policy, you saw literally dozens of buildings that had sat vacant for years and really were a blight. And by the fact that they sat vacant, the neighborhoods went into decline. There was no more retail at the ground floor, vacant buildings up above. And what started to change that was this adaptive reuse ordinance that allowed developers some relief from strict interpretation of the codes, whether it was regarding earthquake safety or fire life safety, not to the sense that anything was that they weren't doing things that were unsafe, but they simply rewrote the code with an eye towards how do we take an existing building and make it available for use for something else. And through that code, thousands of units were developed and new neighborhoods were created where before you had buildings that had sat vacant for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And really gave the opportunity to create those new neighborhoods. It would seem to me that here in Seattle you have some of that same opportunity. You have some older neighborhoods where buildings may be functionally obsolete, buildings that may have been designed for a purpose that made sense back in the 1970s that don't today. And is it possible to take those and make those what might be vacant or underutilized buildings additive to the neighborhood and make them something better and recycle them for use for another 50 years rather than just sit vacant?